With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And after dropping the last one against this team, they're looking for payback. They certainly don't want to get swept.
Certainly not. And when you look at these two teams, they are very evenly matched. You know they'll want revenge tonight after losing the last game earlier this season.
Look out! I told you to look out!
That is out of my league.
The three is up. Out to the wing. Deflects the pass. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. And tonight's game features two outstanding front courts. Smitty, what makes for an effective big tandem, you think?
I think when both big men's skill set complement each other. And when both big guys can play in other real estate, they're not taking up the same space, and they trust each other.
Now here's Hardaway, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Oh, and that one, no questions, powered it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Jones. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. The shot by Cook, no good. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. He drops it from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Left side, Jones. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Basket's good.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Hardaway. Ooh, they pick off the pass.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Pass to Carter. Tipped. Oh, flying high. Throwing it down.
Not too many people play that game up there, but he does. Woo!
The Raptors with a lead. 1:49 left in the first quarter. And it's Simmons missing. Pass to Carter. 4-3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. To the left side wing. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Simmons drives in. And a missed layup.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 1. Here's Simmons. That one goes in.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
They set the pick. Rebound by the Raptors. There's the triple. And the Raptors, another 3.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the right wing.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away. And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. He gets it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Raptors. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
But what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points and their reserves delivered.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need. This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. That shot off the mark. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Stolen. And here comes the break. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Cook. The 11-footer. And that one's long. The Timberwolves trail. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it. And it's Toronto's ball. Outside Hardaway to the middle. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Grant, if you're thinking about an ideal NBA backcourt, what's the makeup look like for you?
BA, the NBA backcourt has really changed dramatically. You think about guys like LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo, James Harden. The ball is in their hands a lot during the game. They're not your traditional backcourt, but I do think the skill set necessary. You have to be able to...
Watch out! Watch your head!
Awesome. Get out the way! Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now an 11-point Raptor lead.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
The basket, the bump, and the foul. What a play.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And the free throw, no good. And Smitty, the triple-double used to be a rarity. Why are we seeing so many triple-doubles these days?
You know, BA, the pace is faster. So what that ultimately does, it gives you more possession. And that ultimately leads to more stats. So I think that's the reason why we see more triple-double. And let's be honest, these guys are more versatile. And when you start talking about versatile, that means guys that can do it all.
And Young slams it in.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Jones with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Inside. Here's Cook. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Driving in. Gets the three ball to go. 6 points for him.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Here's Toronto now. They're on a 15-5 run.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. The Timberwolves really having a tough go here. .46 seconds left to play in the first half. To the left wing. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
It doesn't go for him.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No good on the free throw.
You know, over the years, Zach Randolph has proven to be the perfect leader. He commands respect, and he gets it from his teammates.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
The floater. And he lays it up and in. Give him 8.
That teardrop, like everything in Crawford's game, is silky smooth.
Now Simmons. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
So it's Minnesota now. It's a 16-point game. Now here's Carter, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Over Jones, from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And it's good. 2 points.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
All alone. Doesn't go that time.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And here we go, the Timberwolves. Oh, are you kidding me?
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's Jones. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, you stayed all 4 years in college. That's a rarity now. What were some of the pros and cons of that choice?
You know, that was a great decision for me, all 4 years in college playing at Duke. But nowadays, you're almost penalized at times for staying in school for so long. Players today want to get into the league, get some of the best training from coaches, instruction. For me, it was great, but the landscape has changed. The modern game is younger. Players are more developed, more skilled. It is sort of the environment that we're in here now in the NBA.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And here are the Timberwolves, trailing by 19. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Cook. It's picked off. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Stolen by Young. Driving to the basket. Wow! Crazy good!
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible!
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. They retain possession.
Loose ball. Go the other way.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
Beautiful setup by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He impacts all aspects of the game and brings leadership.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Outside Jones. Pass to Cook. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
I got ball.
Out left to the wing. Here's Carter. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Carter's got 9 points.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The layup off target.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Carter can't get it to go. It's been all Raptors. Outside Young. Deflected. Carter, high post. 9 points in the game.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. .111 left in the third. On the take for three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Stolen by Carter. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run.
And he caps his dunk off with a little extra flair, switching hands on that dunk.
And like he was in the air for an eternity. There's a screen. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. That one doesn't drop.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. From deep three-point range. That shot, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Raptors up by 15. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. He got a piece of it.
To their benefit, they've cut down on the miscues here in the second half. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Raptors lead by 18.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Oh, he picked him clean. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. Well, Grant, I'm more of a paint-by-numbers guy, but among your interest is real art. What sparked your interest in that area?
BA, my parents were collectors. Obviously, I started to collect in college, and then when my budget changed when I became an NBA ball player, I was able to enhance my collection. But it's been great, and one of the sort of outside-the-box hobbies that I've enjoyed. And when you look at the NBA now, there's plenty of athletes doing things that are sort of outside the box. So it's so gratifying to watch these young men continue to pursue interest outside of the game of basketball.
The Grant Gallery coming soon to you.
Ah, I like that. I like that.
Three-pointer. Knocked loose.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
There's the drive.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Jones. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Some changes for Minnesota. Minnesota calls timeout.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside Hardaway. Over to the wing. And the Raptors get it back. There's Young with the three. Unable to get that one.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Carter can't get it to go. It's been all Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Right wing. Misses the three. Here's Minnesota. Tries to break his ice. That one no good.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Hardaway's shot is good.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And Young pulls it down. And Toronto has possession. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
To the paint. To the inside. Here we go. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Free throws good. Young. Well, Grant, you played when teams didn't have a sophisticated method of managing players' minutes. I want to hear the Grant Hill thoughts on load management.
Well, I'll tell you what, B.A., load management is the new wave in the NBA, and that is so valuable and important to a team. You factor in 82 games, travel, getting in late at night on the road, guys working out year-round. It's so important to think big picture as players go throughout their career. So load management, the sophistication that's applied now is so important and critical, and I'm a little jealous. I wish they had that back when I played.
Having players available in crunch time and extending careers. Drains the triple.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Raptors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
Down low. Ooh, it's stolen away. And it's rejected. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Lets the three fly. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Jones' shot is good.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's Hardaway. So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith.